So I want to know how to improve English. I can't speak fluently.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to choose another lesson?
Yes, I want to discuss about how to speak English fluent.
Fluently.
Yeah.
Okay. First advice I can give you is to try to speak English every
Okay.
day. That's first thing, because sometimes if you do not speak it every day, you can forget some new words that you have learned.
Yes.
And secondly, try to watch anything on TV in English. Maybe have like a series that you like, or cartoon or movie in English.
Yeah, I like to watch American movies.
American movies.
Yeah.
That's one. If you watch it at least few times a week, you will get used to the different pronunciations and different accents.
Yeah, actually, I'm struggling about pronunciation. I don't know how to remember vocabulary.
Okay.
Yeah, can you give me any tips for vocabulary?
Sorry?
Can you give me any tips for vocabulary?
Okay. Definitely try reading. Reading will help. Even if you are reading and you're not sure about vocabulary, if you're not a DMM, the best thing to do is use Google. Google has a option where if you type a word, you pronunciation, they will give you the pronunciation. So I do that sometimes when I cannot spell or pronounce a word, or I don't know how to say it. I will usually look on Google the meaning and then play the sound of pronunciation. So
Okay.
I don't know if you have that option.
Yeah.
But the best thing to do is try reading. Reading does help.
Yeah,
And try to write down. Oh, sorry.
Okay. I watch everyday videos and I practice every day, and obviously I do every tips for learn English, but still I can't remember vocabulary which at what time I have to talk.
Okay. So is a vocabulary, you mean there are certain words which you do not know how to say?
Yeah, I can't remember at that moment when I have to speak that vocabulary. I have to use.
Okay, yes, I understand. What advice can I give?
Okay.
What you can try to do, the words that you've learned, let's say today you learn a new word. Let's say the word is groceries, for example. You write down, and then every word that you learn, you write it down.
Okay.
And then, okay?
Yeah.
So you write it down, and then you practice it every day.
Yeah.
By you practicing, you will remember it immediately. Let's say you have 5 words. Let's say there's groceries, there's annual, which means yearly. It happens every year. Just give me a minute. Every year. So let's say you learn annual, means every year. You write down each word that you've learned and the meaning. You write it down.
Yeah.
And then when it's time for you to learn, or you maybe give like 10 to 15 minutes of your time, you practice every day what the word means, what the word is, how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Every day you will have words. So it becomes easier if you want to explain, I get paid every year. You just say, I get paid annually.
Okay. And one more thing, how much time I have to dedicate it for it?
I'm not sure how your schedule is, but at least 30 minutes to an hour. It's not just practicing the words, but also trying to create sentences with the words.
Okay.
Very important.
Yeah,
Very, very important.
can you tell me about you, how you learn English? How do you learn English?
Okay, when I came, I didn't know how to, when I came to South Africa, I didn't know how to speak English. So I had, before I started school, I had friends that were speaking English but could not speak French properly. So what they did was they told me, let's go to the library.
Okay.
We went to the library and they'll give me a children's book and I will read that. And obviously practicing, if I don't know, I'll ask them. And practicing reading, and when we will play, they will be speaking English, I will be responding in French. I can understand, but I couldn't speak. So just reading books, and they also told me to watch TV, cartoon. So cartoon is very easy to understand than movies sometimes. So I was watching cartoon. I was young. I think I was 10 years old. So I was watching cartoon with them every single day for 30 minutes, every day. I was watching cartoon. I think SpongeBob. Yes, I used to watch that a lot.
Okay.
And then I still couldn't speak English properly. It didn't help for 1 year. I could understand, but I could not speak. And then I started school, primary school. School helped me because at school we learn grammar, vocabulary, reading, writing, and all that. So school really helped.
And how long you have been teaching English?
English, 7 months. Wow. On DMM, 7 months. But I have taught English or other subjects in high school to my classmates who couldn't understand subjects like geography, literature, and what else? And science, of course.
Okay.
So
And
I was teaching that.
you told me that I have to watch movies, cartoon. Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have to watch that with subtitle or without subtitle.
That's a tricky question. It depends on what you are watching. Okay.
Okay.
So if you are watching a very difficult movie,
Yeah.
like let's say you do not understand it, I think subtitles will be helpful. But I wouldn't advise subtitles in your language. If you have to watch subtitles, it must be in English.
Okay. So
I would not advise. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Subtitle should be in my language.
In English, not in your language. In English.
Okay. And
yes, in your language, it will not help you because you will be reading. You won't be listening to what they are saying. You'll be reading your language. But if you watch it if your subtitles are in English, you are reading English and you are understanding what they are saying. So I don't watch subtitles in any language. Even if I'm watching a French movie, I will always put subtitles in English. I want to understand the language I'm learning. So always subtitles in English. You will find sometimes they write very fast, but you will understand. You will understand. It's very, very important. It must be in English.
yeah. Can I practice by shooting videos in English?
If you want to, if you want to, it's up to you. You
Okay.
practice and then you watch it again, right?
Yeah, I would like to say that if I record my video by talking in English, so I can understand
Mm-hmm.
what mistake I had made, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
So is it really helpful
Okay.
or not?
Um, Usually, my English teacher advised us to write a
Okay.
lot more. Writing makes you remember. So, it's very true. When I am studying for any subject, I write. Writing helps me to remember. Writing helps you to remember. Instead of, if you feel like there's a problem with speaking, then yes, do a video or speak to other people who speak English. But if it's just vocabulary or you don't understand words, try to write. Writing, create sentences, paragraphs, anything, just try to write. And sometimes when you write, you realize you made a mistake.
Okay. And hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Uh, as you told me that writing it's important to learn English. So
Yes.
can I say that writing is means writing is more important role play in our spoken English.
Writing is an important role in. Okay, let me write that. Writing is an important role in learning English.
Is it correct?
Writing is an important role in learning English.
Yeah. Only writing or speaking, watching videos, listening. These all things are important.
Yes, yes, all of them. It's not just one thing.
Okay.
But me, you're speaking properly.
Yeah. Probably I am making a mistake while speaking, right?
A little bit, yes, but you seem quite fluent. You speaking properly. So to me, it's not. I can tell your level. Maybe if we read something, and I will know. Okay, you don't have a problem with speaking as much. Maybe you have a problem with reading, because sometimes I have students who can speak but they can't read. I have students who can read but can't speak fluent. So it depends. Do you want us to try maybe to read a paragraph? Then you can tell if you can also read or how your reading is.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, I had problem in there because I don't know how to speak and which one is follow more to speak English by all these things: writing, speaking, listening, and yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I am trying to confirm that which one is really helpful for us. For
Okay.
yeah. So as I told you, I am a Hindi medium student. So my graduation is complete in Hindi only. So I don't know how to speak in English fluent.
Mm. Yes, yes, of course. Writing, reading, and speaking is very important because you cannot, in society, we don't just speak.
Apart
We
from that,
can
what do you
be
want to tell? Apart from that, what do you want to give me any tips for learn?
mm, so I said watching anything in English on TV. It's not something complicated. It's not just simple things. Subtitles should be in English because I can tell you understand. So your subtitles should be in English. Writing a lot of what you're saying when you are practicing, you must write down. Practicing the words that you have learned and creating sentences. Reading books, of course. But because you spoke Hindu, books can be just vocabulary books. There are a lot of simple English books. If you can find it, I'm sure children's books are very helpful for beginners.
Yes.
What else? Listening. You can also listen to any, like in DMM, we have a activity exercise where I read and you listen, and then we answer questions. So reading, if I'm reading to you, you get to understand. So maybe listening to, but it also involves
Actually,
watching TV. So it's just the same.
Actually, I found a lot of mistakes which I make in singular and plural. These both things are I made lot of mistakes. So
Okay.
how should I practice for that? I have to start with grammars or only reading.
Firstly, we need to know the rules of English. In every sentence, we have its subject. We have a subject.
Okay.
We have the verb, and then we have an object. So in every sentence, right?
Yeah.
So subject will be me, anything, like subject will be a person, him, her, a car, a house, anything that we are referring to. A verb will be the action,
Yeah.
what they are doing, right? And then verb can also be is, on, all the words that don't have is, are, here. So
Okay,
a verb
okay.
can be or maybe walking, talking. Verb can be action, right?
Yeah. And
Object is
yes, I know grammar. I know grammar's rule, but and apart from grammars, I got lot of mistake in my vocabulary. When I start to remember that, I can't remember that particular vocabulary which I have to use in particular time.
okay. Can you maybe give me an example? Maybe that would help me. Give me an example of a time when you were struggling. What were you trying to do?
I mean, when I talk, okay. For example, I am talking to you, right? So yeah, I have. If I want to improve my English, so I have to use more vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So whenever I try to speak in English, I forget vocabulary.
Okay.
So I
When
can't.
you're speaking, you forget.
Yeah, I forget vocabulary. Yeah, that's my problem. I can't remember. I can't remember that vocabulary which I study.
Okay.
Yeah. I want tips for vocabulary, remembering vocabulary only.
Remembering, like I was saying, the best tip is to go over what you have learned. It's hard to remember if you don't practice what you have learned.
Yeah.
If you go over what you've learned, the new words, and then you try to create sentences that will help you to remember it. Like I gave an example. If I learn a word annual, right?
Okay.
If I don't practice, I won't remember it. If I don't go over it, I won't remember it. If I don't make an example out of annual, I won't remember what it means. So I can learn annual, but I have to create sentences that will help me to remember what it means. I have to read the meaning, practice the meaning so I can remember. So if I say I learned annual today and then I just don't do anything after, I won't even, after 3-4 days, I won't remember I learned Engoo. But if I practiced, after learning, I practice, okay, this is what it means. Example sentence, every year, I get paid annually. Then I know, okay, when you're saying annually, it's every year. So it's very hard to forget if you practice what you have learned and do example sentence of what you have learned. You won't forget it. But you have to practice. You have to practice. At least 30 minutes to an hour every day. Or 30 minutes if you don't have time, but you have to practice.
Yeah, I think section is going to end. So,
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Sarika. Next time, I would like for us to do, if you do come back, a vocabulary practice. We have to do the vocabulary exercise.
okay, nice to talk to you, Deborah.
Thank you so much, Sarika. I hope I've helped you, and I hope to see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.